Hey, my Liptons. I just wanted to bring some pop culture news for y'all today. So, obviously, this is like a bit like maybe 2 3 days old, or maybe a day old, but whatever. I'm just catching up. So, Nicki revealed that she's pushing back the album. Initially, I think it was supposed to be released on November 17th, but now she's pushing it to December 8th. Due to, I think at first people were saying that because Lil Wayne was dropping on November 17th as well, so it's gonna hurt Nicki's number. And I'm just like, who is streaming Lil Wayne? And there's no shit. Listen, can we be on? Like, I just have to be honest. It's like I don't personally for me. I don't think it would have hurt Nicki. I think it was more so it would have hurt Wayne. Wayne's album sales. So I don't think. I just personally for me, I don't think that she should have moved the album, especially in December, where December is the month of freaking Christmas. Like freaking Mariah Carey. Let me tell you guys something. When October 31st hits, by 12 a.m. that day, when it hits November 1st, Mariah Carey's gonna upload a video on Instagram of her ripping off her Halloween costume, talking about it's time, and then she's gonna pop on here talk with the whole "All I Want for Christmas Is You" in the background. Like, girl, Mariah Carey goes on a whole campaign throughout the whole month of November, going into the whole month of December, making sure that Mariah Carey has had "All I Want for Christmas" has went number one, I think, for the past 3 years during the month of December. The past 3 years, y'all need to go look that up. I think this woman has went number one with "All I Want for Christmas." That is like almost a 30-something-year-old song. She has went number one every single time. It's not just her. The Michael Bublé songs, y'all know me. Y'all don't know, but I do love playing my "Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow." I love my Christmas songs. Okay, I love my snowy day songs. So it's like, I don't know, girl. Like, I think this is a bad idea. I think this is a bad idea. I think that she should have kept it on the same date, or if hell, put it on the maybe put it the next week after that. Why did you have to push it all the way to freaking December? I don't know. We'll just have to see what the album does, but December is the month of the Christmas. I'm sorry. Like, it's the month of Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey does legit, like, if you guys have been following Mariah Carey throughout the past few years, she does a whole campaign. Like, from November, like starting from the first, like once October 31st hits, going into 12 a.m. that night, campaign. And we eat it up all the time because it's just like it's Mariah Carey and we have to eat it up. But I guess we'll see what happens with that. Next, I want to talk about Kim. Let me tell you something. And I said this in my community tab. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kim is she's a thirst bucket. She's a clout chaser. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, it wasn't Kim that put the song. She wasn't the one that put the song on the post. It was the Liz Woods woman, Lisa Woods, whatever her name is, woman that put the Taylor Swift song there, and Kim just reposted it, and I'm just like, even and of course that is true, but I think Kim is also smart enough to know that this would have also caused a whole frenzy online and on Twitter, and people would have, the blogs would have reposted it and that sort of thing. She knew that it was gonna get attention, and clearly it freaking did. And clearly here I am talking about it, but I'm not talking about it in a way that where other people are like, oh my god, like the beef is over now, and oh, I guess she likes to. Let's be very clear, and this is just me keeping like I'm just being honest here from what I think. The reason why Kim even reposted this shit is because even though she didn't have to, it's like there were a bunch of people wishing her happy birthday. You posted but yeah, you posted one with the Taylor Swift song on it. But the reason why I think that she reposted this is because, let's be very clear, if y'all have been on Twitter or on the internet and stuff, Taylor has been getting a lot. A lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot of press right now. Like, from the freaking Eras tour to the freaking boyfriend, the what's his name, Travis Kelce, the football player, to the freaking movie, the Eras movie. This girl has been getting a lot of good press. I just have to keep it a stack. Her Taylor Swift's PR team is on point. Like the PR is PRing, okay? And the people have been following, the people have been retweeting, the people have been following the media podcasts. Everybody is just talking about Taylor right now. You know what I mean? Kim Kardashian sees that, and she knows it's back to the Kardashian Jenner way. When the attention is not on them, when the press is not on them, whether for good or for bad, they like to leech off of people. They like to leech off of other people. So she sees that. And also, Kim, let's be very clear too, and I spoke about this on my channel. Kim has, especially in the news, has been attached to, it's been said that Kim has been trying to get with Tom Brady and Tom Brady's team. The fact that Tom Brady's team has actually came out and said that, no ma'am, I'm not with Kim Kardashian and we're not together. We're just cool, like we're friends, but it's like we're not, no. Like, her PR team is really trying to make this thing happen, and it's not happening. Then on top of that, she was attached to Odom Beckham Jr., and then now is with somebody else. Kim has been really trying to make a new PR relationship after the whole Pete Davidson thing, which honestly ended up being a flop. So now she sees that Taylor Swift is a moment right now, and she's getting a lot of good press. And then on top of that, you have Beyonce going to a Taylor Swift Eras Tour premiere with Taylor. It was a whole thing. Kim sees that. Let's be very clear. Kim does not like Taylor. Taylor does not like Kim. End of story. Point blank period. Especially Taylor does not. Taylor does not like. At this point, Taylor has even said it in an interview, I think, that she's not forgiving none of her fucking enemies. Fuck those hoes. Okay? And I'm paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing. She was like, you need to make peace with me. No, you don't have to make peace with nobody. F those hoes. Okay, Taylor. At this point, Taylor is never. I don't even think Taylor is ever gonna be in the same room as a Kim Kardashian ever. I don't believe. Kim, it's just the whole Kanye thing, that with the Snake Day thing, and then with the bitch thing, and then Taylor saying that she didn't approve of the bitch, and then Kim saying that she did approve of the song, and the leak of the phone call. It was too much. It was too much. I don't think that Taylor will ever be cool with Kim again. I don't think that she will ever put that behind her. Even for the sake of PR, I don't think that Taylor will ever, I don't think, would do that. Because Taylor has even admitted that it was very, very tough on her during that time. So, Kim did this for PR. She did it to get some attention onto her because she sees the kind of press that Taylor is getting. And she wanted a little taste of that because, she hasn't been getting any good press. And then on top of that, the show, has anybody been watching the Kardashian show on Hulu? Has anybody been watching it? That's for my Liptons in the comments. Can you guys tell me if you're watching the Kardashian show? I would like to know because I'm not. Only when the shit goes viral on Twitter, a clip or something, I'll probably talk about it. But other than that, I'm not giving them my view. So we all know what Kim did this for. She did it for attention. And I think here's what's gonna happen here, okay? Because this is not just gonna be a one-off moment. I actually think now she's gonna continue, like, just to be like, this. She's gonna be dropping subtle hints. Kim is gonna go down the route of, I did this for Kanye and I was doing it to protect him. He's the father of my children. He was my husband. So she's gonna do that card, that sympathy card, and all that stuff, and then she's gonna try to put herself out there like that. But the people can see it, the public can see it. It's not working. And listen, especially at that time when the whole phone call thing happened with Kim and Kanye and not Kim, with Kanye and Taylor and then Kim at that time, I took no sides in it. Like, for me, I felt that both parties were wrong in that situation. First of all, I think Taylor should have been clear that, yes, I did have a phone conversation with Kanye. Okay, boom. But the part where I didn't approve, Kanye never told me on the phone that he was saying that, I made that bitch famous. Like, that's the part that she should. I think that if Taylor came out of that from the bat, I think the backlash wouldn't have been as crazy. And then on top of that, with Kim and Kanye's part, they knew exactly what they were doing, and they knew they twisted that thing up to the point where they got a majority of the public support at that time. But I took no sides in that. I was just like, it is what it is. But I don't like fake shit. I don't. It's like, girl, like, it's like, Kim, you knew that you don't like Taylor. You did that whole campaign to get her canceled and to do, snakes and stuff like that. And now here you go, because now the girl's getting good press. Now you want to go suck her dick. Like, no, ma'am, we're not falling for it. You tried it. She's a thirst bucket. She's thirsty. Like, I can't. I can't. Speaking of clowns, speaking of thirst buckets, let's just read the article. I can't wait with Tristan. So it says here, Tristan Thompson allegedly owes ex Jordan Craig $224,000 in child support. Now, y'all already know I did a whole video on Tristan. Because y'all know that Khloe Kardashian and Kim Kardashian as well, Kim as well, 2 clowns. Oh no, 3 clowns in one circus. They're trying to rehabilitate Tristan's image. While they're not trying to position him as to being a good partner, they're trying to position him as to being a good father, even though he's not a good father to all of his children. It says here that Jordan Craig claims that basketball star owes her thousands of dollars in child support. In documents obtained by the Daily Mail on Monday, Craig, 32, filed a declaration saying has been making either partial payments or missing child support payments altogether since November 2022. Okay? She says here is now asking the court to withhold Thompson's income from Cleveland Cavaliers in the amount of $80,000 a month, which would stay in effect until the arrears are satisfied. Okay? Stop playing with her. She's coming for the coin, as she should. It is my belief that Tristan signed a veteran's minimum contract with the Cavaliers that pays him $2.7 million per year, the declaration states. The $80,000 request is less than half of his monthly salary. Okay? Keep that in mind. Jordan Craig's sister accused Tristan Thompson of not being a present parent to Prince, his oldest. Blah, 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 blah. And then this is the quote. Okay. So I already did the video. You guys can go check. I already said that how, Tristan's a deadbeat dad. Go on my channel. Go watch it there. Let me be very clear. I said this before and I'll say it again. It's not that Tristan is broke. Okay? Because he's making 2.7. It's not that he's broke or anything like that. And that's the minimum contract that he's making, to the 2.7. And now he's back on the team. It's not that he's broke. It's not that. I truly, and I said it before, and I'll keep saying it again. I'm gonna keep my neck on Tristan. I'm gonna keep my foot on Tristan's neck. The same way I do it for Nick Cannon. I'm gonna keep. He's gonna get it. He's gonna continue to get it. The reason why, especially, and it's been very specific. Since November 2022, he's been chopping up the payments. He's either been paying partially or paying like none of it at all. What I still believe deep down, when Tristan found out that Jordan Craig was dating again, he was like, He was like, and this is just me allegedly. I'm speculating. I think that he did that because he knew that she was dating. He didn't want her to date. He wanted her all to himself. If I can't have you, nobody else can have you. So therefore, have your man pay Prince, pay for the child support for Prince. Because you want to be lollygagging around and dilly-dallying all over Africa in private jets. Woman, you handle that. And I think that's what happened. And he got too comfortable because he got comfortable into thinking that Jordan Craig was never going to speak out or never going to take him to court again, because he thought that, she never would. So now, the onion is being peeled out. And now on top of that, you have Khloe Kardashian's dumb ass and Kim's annoying ass trying to rehabilitate his image into being a good father when he doesn't forget about Prince. I mean, yes, Prince, but he doesn't even see the freaking the other child that he has with the Marley Nichols. It's like, girl, bye. Enough with the rehabilitation. It's like, we're not buying it. This is not 2005. Like, it's 2023. People are smarter now. We're more aware of certain things, and we do our research. So that's just that. I still think that Marley Nichols is gonna do an explosive interview, and y'all heard it from here first. If y'all ever see Marley Nichols do an explosive interview about Tristan and the Kardashians, everything that happened, just say that Ronnie Lipton herself is the one that came out and told y'all first. I know what's gonna happen, and I can't wait because I'm gonna be the first one to report it, child. So that's just that. He's such a clown. Like, get him out of my face. Lastly, I do want to talk about Brittany. Let me tell you guys something. I spoke about Brittany, like briefly on this channel, about the whole abortion thing and everything like that. I saw this on Twitter and I did not know about this. So apparently it says here that Brittany skipped this part in her book, to maintain an innocent victimization of herself. With the whole Kevin Federline thing, it was, you know, like I said, I'm not a huge Brittany fan, so I didn't follow her like that. But Brittany apparently got with Kevin Federline when he already had, I don't know, a wife or girlfriend, I don't know, and she was apparently pregnant. Like, they're saying 8 months pregnant when Brittany got with him, and apparently Brittany knew that he had a girlfriend that was pregnant. Bro, this is giving me Tristan Thompson and Jordan Craig, throwback. Like, what is happening here? So let's just listen to this. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I found out, right after that. One of the hardest things, and I found out, right after that. One of the hardest things through the whole breakup was being 7 months, 8 months pregnant and seeing pictures of the person that I loved making out on hotel balconies. And it was bad. It was everywhere. Couldn't watch TV, couldn't turn on the radio, couldn't read a magazine. I was forced to live out one of the most painful experiences of my life in the public eye.
We haven't had nearly enough media coverage.
That's right.
Just enjoy what's on your mind. Party and have a good time.
Okay, so what do you tell your kids?
That was the hardest part. My oldest daughter, Cassie, would come home from school just in tears. Oh God, I'm really gonna cry.
Yeah. No, I get it. And what would she say? She'd come home in tears.
Just everybody wanted to know. That is the only part that just killed me. This wasn't a normal situation. This was the biggest superstar in the world at the time.
Exactly.
Just took someone who really never had much to begin with,
Kevin,
and gave that person the world.
For the first time together on TV, Brittany Spears and hubby Kevin Federline.
How did he propose?
I proposed.
Did he say yes right away?
Not right away.
No.
if your daughter were to ask you at some point, Mom, this thing, forget Dad, but this thing that Brittany did, where like she knew, right, that we were family.
Yeah.
When your mom had the whole big thing with Kevin and Brittany, because I think that was a moment for you had to become an adult very quickly.
It wasn't fair. It was so much pressure. And even past that, it was just so much to try and be happy. I knew, I was getting bullied at school every day. And, I wasn't allowed to come home and be sad about it because you already had so much on your plate.
The day that my mom and my stepdad, Kevin, broke up was the day that a really big and important part of my mom died. We, lost our house, and she went from being just a loving, caring spirit, not wanting to go anywhere or do anything.
And I found out, right after that.
Okay, y'all. So that was the clip, and there's a whole thread here. It's some tea. Okay, y'all guys can go follow this person and see what they're saying. There's also in this clip there's something about R. Kelly that Brittany. Oh my gosh, you guys just go look it up. I shared it on my Twitter timeline. Here's my thing, right? And don't get me wrong, I still feel like Brittany, yes, has Brittany been, victimized with the whole conservatorship and everything that happened to her? Yes, there's a lot of things I believe with the whole, abortion thing with Justin Timberlake and everything like that. But it's like, if you're gonna tell your story, tell the full story, right? And listen, I don't want to put the full onus and the blame on her with Kevin Federline leaving the mother of his child for her, because at the end of the day, majority of that falls on Kevin Federline, because at the end of the day, he knew that he was, I don't know, girlfriend or married, whatever. He was with somebody. He chose to leave, so he was a cheater himself. At the end of the day, I put most 95% of it on the Kevin Federline. At the end of the day, he should have known better. And but you know, they're saying that Brittany did know about this, and yet she continued to date him. So, listen, I am a channel where it's like, well, yes, I like to hold the men accountable. I also like to hold the women accountable, and like I said, I did not know about this. It is crazy. That's the thing. It's like, listen, if y'all are gonna do memoirs and things like that, don't just position yourself to be like the victim and stuff like that. It's like, also point out your flaws in the bullshit that you have done in your life, right? It's not just like everybody else was the one that did something to you, and you know, you're just pointing fingers. It's like, no, also point the finger at yourself. What were you complicit in? You know, there was certain, you know, and it's just like, nobody's perfect, right? And that's the same thing I said about Justin Timberlake in that one video that I did recently about the whole, like, when the whole abortion thing was going on, about like, you know, they both mutually agreed to get an abortion. It's like, listen, like, we need to look at both sides of the situation. So I don't know. I think that, you know, while yes, you know, Brittany did go through a lot, and the whole conservatorship and everything like that, and her not having agency within herself, but you know, it's like, yes, point that out, but also point out some of the things that you were complacent in, and some of the people that you probably hurt, you know. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. How do you guys feel about this? Did you guys know about this? Because I had no clue, because I didn't follow Brittany at that time. So, but yeah, please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Let's get up to 700 subscribers. Subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later.